Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Saturday, July 2nd, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Our team pick is Yankees minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. The New York Yankees are having a season for the ages thus far and have managed 56 wins before the season even hit July. The Yankees are getting top-notch starting pitching, have managed their bullpen efficiently, and have the league's most dangerous lineup as they march towards what seems like an inevitable playoff spot. On Thursday night, in a rare show of offensive ineptitude, the Yankees fell to the Astros in Houston 2-1 for the third time in 5 games. The game was a make-up for a game missed due to the preseason lockout. Starter Luis Severino allowed just 3 hits and 2 runs in 6 innings of work, but the Yankees' bats were held to just 5 hits and struck out 11 times. The Cleveland Guardians continue to defy the odds as they hang in the AL Central race just 1 game in back of the Twins. After missing last season due to health concerns, manager Terry Francona is back and working his magic with the young Guardians squad. Cleveland just took 3 out of 5 games against the Minnesota Twins, including the final 2 games, which were decided on walk-off home runs from Josh Naylor and Andres Gimenez on consecutive days. The Guardians now trail the Twins by just a game as they take on the Yankees in another critical series. This is an epic mismatch in the opener. The Guardians will go with little-used McCarty in this spot, and the left-hander will be charged with slowing down the powerful right-handed bats of New York such as Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, DJ LeMahieu and Josh Donaldson. McCarty gave up 3 home runs to the Rangers in his only start, and that number does not bode well facing a Yankees team that leads the majors in home runs and is coming off a record-setting month for home runs. Cole, on the other hand, is among the top pitchers in baseball with one of the highest strikeout rates in MLB. Cole will be put to the test against a Guardians team that is ranked number 1 in MLB in lowest strikeouts per game. The Yankees are averaging just under 5 runs per game and are averaging more than 5 runs per game over the last month. Finally, Cole has allowed just 3 total runs in his last 3 starts. Our total pick is over the total. And here is why. I like the side a little more. You just never know who a team is going to play in the first game of a doubleheader. But with McCarty on the mound, I have to think he'll likely go 3 to 4 innings and allowed a bunch of dingers to a very strong right-handed lineup led by Rizzo, Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton. Cleveland has been feeling more confident lately with those 2 late-inning rallies, and they should score enough to put this over the total. Or the Yankees could go over by themselves. Toronto Blue Jays vs Tampa Bay Rays. Our team pick is Toronto Blue Jays for the win. And here is why. The Rays will give the nod to Shane McClanahan in Game 1. McClanahan resumed his fine work last time out, limiting the Pirates to only 1 run in 7 innings and recorded the win. The talented southpaw has held his opponent to just 1 run in 3 consecutive starts and is sporting a stifling 1.77 ERA and a 0.83 WHIP, complemented by an 8-3 record in 91.1 innings of work. He has not seen a ton of the Blue Jays, conceding 5 runs in 14.1 career innings. The Blue Jays will have Kevin Gausman take the mound in the opening game. Gausman was flawless in his previous start, completing 7 shutout innings against the Red Sox and earned the win to improve his record to 6-6. The veteran right-hander has amassed a 3.96 ERA this month and overall is having a stellar year, compiling a 2.93 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP in 86 innings of action. Gausman squandered 4 runs, 3 earned, in 7 innings against the Rays in the only meeting this season and is 7-7 with a 3.99 ERA in 94.2 career innings. The Rays have not been at their best recently, especially when playing against strong competition. They have been tagged with series losses against the Twins, Yankees twice, and Brewers all within the last 3 weeks. They are struggling on the road as well, posting a 2-8 record in their last 10 road bouts. Furthermore, Tampa Bay just isn't scoring enough runs, and it doesn't help that Brandon Lowe and Manuel Margot are out of action. The Jays have won the first 2 games of this series, and I expect another win in this one, propelled by another gem from Kevin Gausman. Our total pick is under 7.5 runs. And here is why. I think I've said enough to convince everyone of how masterful Shane McClanahan has been this year. I expect him to grind out a quality start this afternoon and help get his team back into the win column. Furthermore, Tampa Bay's bullpen is ranked 7th in both ERA, 3.29, and WHIP, 1.16 this season. On the flip side, Kevin Gausman has been very dependable for the Jays. The right-hander is coming off of a fantastic outing against the Red Sox, where he held them scoreless over 7.0 innings and gave up just 4 hits. Gausman has great head-to-head numbers against the Rays, limiting them to 7-42.167 in his career with just 2 extra base hits. All things considered, I think we're in for a low-scoring affair north of the border this afternoon. Let's lock in the under. Minnesota Twins vs Baltimore Orioles. Our team pick is Minnesota, minus 1.5 runs. And here is why. It continues to be another rough season for Baltimore, even after starting the series outside of the AL East basement. The last month has seen them continue to find themselves only further and further behind, while playing in one of baseball's toughest divisions isn't likely to help. Despite the poor record, they have gone 6-4 in their last 10 games, but Saturday will mark their 9th straight road game. Following up series in Chicago and Seattle, the idea of being on the road is likely catching up with this group. They have a 17-25 record on the road, and their inability to find much consistency away from Camden Yards continues to be a major concern. Beyond being on the road, having to face one of the American League's best baseball teams is likely to only add more issues to the fold on Saturday. The Twins didn't have much expected of them this season, but as the summer rolls along, they continue to sit atop the AL Central standings. They are only a game ahead of the Guardians though, while the White Sox remain well within striking distance themselves. Minnesota knows that grabbing wins against teams like Baltimore will be crucial when things are all said and done, and they won't let Saturday or the rest of the weekend get away from them. The Twins have winning records both on the road and at home, while going 5-5 in their last 10 games leaves quite a bit to be desired. With a group that can get things done in all aspects of the game, the Twins will like their chances at home on Saturday afternoon. Being at home, the Twins will definitely come away with a win on Saturday and will be able to do so in a far more effective manner than they did on Friday night. It'll all start on the mound with Gray taking the lead. Gray has established himself as one of the best arms in the American League this season, and considering Baltimore's struggles on the offensive side of things, those issues are only expected to continue. Additionally, according to Covers.com, the Orioles are 0-5 in Lyle's last 5 starts on grass, while the Twins are 5-0 in Gray's last 5 starts against a team with a losing record. Overall between the two teams, the Orioles are 7-19 in the last 26 meetings in Minnesota and 17-35 in the last 52 meetings overall. Our total pick is over the runs. And here is why. Baltimore is expected to start right-hander Jordan Lyles for the second game of this series. He gave up 4 runs in 7 innings last Sunday in a loss to the White Sox. The Orioles fell to 5-10 in Lyles' starts, but he has not been nearly as bad as his ERA indicates. Yet, this is a tough appearance against a strong Twins batting lineup. They have the 6th highest slugging percentage entering the weekend to go with the 8th most home runs, while averaging 4.53 runs per game. Further, the total number has gone over in 10 of Minnesota's last 15 games at home. This looks like a back-and-forth high-scoring affair with multiple home runs from both lineups. Philadelphia Phillies vs St. Louis Cardinals. Our team pick is Phillies for the win. And here is why. The Cardinals continue their chase for their first NL Central Division title since 2019 as they battle the Brewers for the top spot. The Cardinals came into this series with a 5-5 record in their last 10 games. The Cardinals briefly held the division lead before stumbling to lose 2 of 3 to their arch-rivals, the Cubs. St. Louis bounced back to take 2 of 3 games from the Marlins before heading into Philadelphia. On Friday night, the Cardinals dropped the opener 5-3 despite a huge night from third baseman Nolan Arenado. Arenado went 4-for-4 with all 3 RBI and hit for the cycle in the loss. The Phillies, and Kyle Schwarber in particular, are probably sad to see the calendar turn from June to July. The Phillies found their stride in June, finishing the month at 19-8. Kyle Schwarber belted 12 home runs in the month and had an OPS of 1.065. Schwarber and the Phillies finished off June in style on Thursday night as they pounded the Braves 14-4. Schwarber had a 3-run home run as part of 5 Phillies home runs on the night. On Friday in the opener against St. Louis, the Phillies kept their power surge going with 2 more home runs and a 5-3 win. Derek Hall, called up on Wednesday by the Phillies, hit his 3rd home run in 2 days to break a 3-3 tie in the 6th. Hall has 3 hits since his call-up, and all of them have been home runs. Gibson has been outstanding at home this season, going 4-1 and getting into at least the 6th inning in all but one of his 8 home starts. He is coming off a rough outing on the road at San Diego, but should bounce back in the familiar surroundings of Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. In addition, the Phillies have fared well against left-handed pitching this season, hitting .258 on the year against southpaws. The Cardinals have been an average road team at best this season, and Liberator has yet to get through the 5th inning in his road starts this season. Our total pick is over 9.5 runs. And here is why. Kyle Gibson has not been great recently. He posted a 5.81 ERA and 1.37 WHIP over 5 starts in June. Over his last 2 outings, the right-hander allowed 8 earned runs over a combined 9.0 innings of work and gave up 2 home runs. Both of these teams have played to the over a majority of the time this year. Philadelphia is the second-ranked over team at 43-33-2, 56.6% this year, while St. Louis is 39-36-4, 52.7% and resides in 8th in that category. I'm expecting some runs this evening and will be playing the over. Pittsburgh Pirates vs Milwaukee Brewers. Our team pick is Pirates for the win. And here is why. It was a rough month of June for the first-place Milwaukee Brewers. The team lost the services of number 2 starter Brandon Woodruff for much of the month and finished with just a 12-15 record in June. Good times seem to be on the horizon, however, with Woodruff's 10 strikeout performance and his return to action in Tampa Bay this week. The Brewers have recaptured the lead in the NL Central thanks to a 7-3 stretch prior to arriving in Pittsburgh. On Thursday, however, the Brewers' pitching fell flat and allowed 4 Pirates home runs in an 8-7 loss, despite banging out 12 hits of their own. On Friday night the Brewers turned to ace Corbin Burnes to right the ship. The Brewers lineup continued their onslaught of Pirates pitching on Friday night with a 19-2 win. Rowdy Tellez led the way with his 5th home run in 5 games and had 5 RBI. The Brewers had 4 home runs on the night and ace Corbin Burnes cruised through 6 innings, allowing just 1 hit and 1 run in picking up his 7th win of the season. The Pirates are mired in 3rd place in the NL Central Division, trailing both the Cardinals and Brewers by double digits. The team is amongst the bottom 5 in both runs scored and ERA this season. In recent games, however, the Pirates have welcomed a power surge. On Wednesday, the team belted 4 home runs in an 8-7 win over the Nationals and then hit 5 home runs on Thursday night in an identical 8-7 win over the Brewers. In each game, the Brewers had a player hit 3 home runs. On Wednesday it was Brian Reynolds and then backup catcher Michael Perez repeated the feat on Thursday. On Friday night, the Pirates' beleaguered pitching staff had another rough night as they allowed 16 hits and 19 runs against the Brewers. Milwaukee has 26 runs and 28 hits in the first 2 games of the series. It seems to be a merry-go-round on the Illinois list for the Brewers in recent weeks as they desperately try to get healthy and on a roll. They recently welcomed back relievers Trevor Gott, Jandal Gustav and 3rd baseman Mike Brasso from the Illinois and potentially Ashby on Saturday as well. However, the team just lost another starter in Adrian Hauser to elbow stiffness and is without starting right fielder Hunter Renfroe and relief pitcher Miguel Sanchez. With that in mind, Saturday's game may be a tough get for a banged-up Brewers team that usually has their way with the Pirates. Pittsburgh counters with Zach Thompson, who has pitched extremely well in June. The Pirates should also benefit from a prospectively short outing for Ashby coming off forearm issues and thus another game of taxing an already maxed-out Brewers bullpen. Look for the Pirates to take another game in this series against the first-place Brewers. Our total pick is over 6.5 runs.